back to the Adam Carolla Show.
I've become somewhat addicted to court TV. You'll learn a lot from it. Like, here's something I did not know. Every 6 years, Charles Manson is eligible for parole. Does he still get his hopes up? Please tell me he's up all the night before in his cell working on his handshake. Charles Manson, nice to see you. A pleasure, a pleasure. Charles Manson, how are you? Fantasizing about the job he'll get when he gets out. Charles Manson, Emerson Drywall, come on in the showroom. Trying to cover up the swastika, maybe bangs.
But now Dana Gould is on the Adam Carolla Show.
Yeah, this is why when everyone put to death, especially Charles Manson, you know, the poor Sharon Tate's mom has to make the pilgrimage out from like Indiana to be present at this guy who slaughtered her daughter's hearing every 6 years. And once in a while, someone, they don't ever want these people to get out. So you actually have to go down to the jail. Shouldn't we have killed these people? And then there's Tex Watkins, who's had 4 kids from the joint, the guy who actually did the knifing. That's right. He got married. He went and slaughtered everybody
He had a conjugal visit?
He went up on the hill. Well, here's what happened. Dana Gould, by the way, in studio. We were going to talk about Huell Howser. We'll get to that in a second. But look, everybody, all you people that turn your nose up to me because I'm some uneducated caveman who likes the death penalty. Charles Manson got the death penalty, and so did everybody else.
I have no problem with it.
We repealed it 6 months after he got it, and thus he's been eating our food and drinking our water in some of the most expensive real estate up north, by the way.
It really is.
There is. It's majestic. I guarantee he has a much better view from his cell than you have from your crappy apartment. But first off, I want him grandfathered in. We gave him the death penalty. Then 6 months later, we repealed it. Sorry, you're grandfathered in. You got here first.
Isn't there a law on no backsies?
Yes. When hockey...
No tapbacks.
Hockey got to make hockey made a helmet law in like 1983. But all the guys that were in the league before the helmet law didn't have to wear a helmet. They
last guy to not wear a helmet, Gump Worsley. Goaltender for the Minnesota Wild.
Well, it's ironic because if you think it's not a good idea to wear a helmet when you're skating around on a block of ice and getting cross-checked by Canucks, then who needs your brain anyway?
With a 700-mile-an-hour chunk of
frozen ho-ho coming at you.
Frozen
it's a frozen ding-dong flying at you.
Who knew?
Yeah, so Tex... after he did all the knifing of the families, decided to get himself married when he was in the joint and then got his conjugal visits and then crapped out kids from inside the joint. Is that the society you people want to live in?
All those guys go in the joint and then they find Jesus. Does he want to be found? Like every day, like, Jesus, it's Tex Watkins. Oh, no.
I'm masturbating. What do you want?
Turn the lights out and draw the shades.
What'd you do? Whoa, what'd you do, my son?
Slaughtered 60 people, 72.
I hate this. Look, it's a technicality, but I forgive you.
I love you now, though. I'm good now.
Yeah, great. All right, just keep it on the QT, would you, pal?
If you really love me, can I have an extra apple tomorrow?
Okay, my son. And look, I know I say you're all my children, but come on. You killed 7 other kids.
Hey, dude, between you and me, now that we're buds, I got a real good joke. These two Hey!
Hey!
Now that we're buds.
Jesus Christ, if that gets down to purgatory, we're screwed. It's going to be a race riot. Teresa's stepdad's going to be leading the riot. It'll be just like Detroit. Now, where were we? Oh, by the way, I got to burn Detroit to the ground. Things to do.
This is amazing.
A checklist. All right. Now, enough with God. Let's talk about one of his greatest creations, Huell Howser. I grew up here in Southern California. I was fed a steady diet of Huell through my whole childhood, and he still exists. He will not go away. He's really, you talk about those shows that like longest running sitcom, 11 years. Huell's been on for like 30 years.
Yep.
Now, and he's been doing California's Gold, and he just walks
before
around.
That, wasn't it Bay Area Backroads?
Yes, I remember him from my childhood. Do you, Bri?
I remember Bay Area Backroads.
I thought that was a magazine.
It's a club now. It's a bar.
Oh, boy.
Want to try the John Muir Trail? All right, so Huell takes around his cameraman, Louie, and this time he's in an episode of California's Gold. He's going to the El Camino Real Bells. Evidently, Los Angeles and California was just a bunch of missions, and they were connected by these roads, and the monks would walk the roads. And lately, they made these bells, these historical bells, and they put them by the side of PCH and stuff, so you know. But they're like 8 inches, and they look like rusted Tupperware hanging from a branch that are by the side of the road. But anyway, Huell hits the road to check out the El Camino bells.
So let's recreate a little bit of this path. We're walking on what could have very easily been the El Camino Real, just hugged right up here next to the shore.
That's very true. And this is one of the reasons why they rode horses. This is hard on the shoes and on the feet.
But it could have been something as simple as just a little pathway like this.
Absolutely, or at low tide, it could be out on the sand.
So they would have maybe walked out on the sand itself.
Absolutely. That's too bad we can't go out and see their footprints.
He busts up. First off, riders who are on strike, look out.
Here it comes.
We don't need you. We got Huell and Louie, and they're walking on sand.
Yeah.
You mean there were monks walking on sand?
And great insight you only get from this show. Walking on the ground affects your feet.
Yes. You mean it's faster to go by horseback? What about horse or mule versus jet aircraft? Yeah. What would be faster?
So you're saying that they're walking on their feet was faster than walking on their hands, and everybody just caught on.
Huell, we could go out to the sand and see their actual footsteps, but the tide washed it away many years ago.
Well, we could go out in the ocean and ask the ocean for the footprints back.
Huell, I don't know if the ocean ever gives up its dead footprints.
Who asked? Who's ever asked? Look at how many.
Huell,
there must be 75 oceans out there.
Huell, put your waffle stompers back on. You're going to short out the Betacam.
I have to talk to the sea demons. The footprint-stealing sea demons.
Huell, that's the gay siren song that beckons you to the ocean. The gay sirens. Hey,
Look
dude.
at that merman.
Hey, put your banana hammock on and come jump in me, would you please? Yes. The gay siren probably sounds like Paul Lynde, right?
Yeah.
You think that's what the merman sounds like?
Come on out to the rock where we're sunning.
Oh, it's too bad Huell never got